Alright, today we're going to look at our next verb, the verb être. So the verb être translates to be. So this is our verb for sentences like I am, you are, or he is. It is an irregular verb, so there's no pattern to the conjugation. Just like when we looked at avoir, you're going to have to memorize every single one of these conjugations separately. However, it is, of course, one of the most common verbs in the entire language. If you think about how many times during a day you say things like I am or she is, it should be fairly obvious. So this is definitely a verb that we want to know backwards and forwards. You want to get it super fast and super easy. It is important to note that we use the verb être in French slightly differently than we use the verb to be in English. We're still going to use it for most cases, like descriptions, introductions, explanations, etc. However, in French, we do not use the verb to be for progressives. That's a grammatical term for any time that we're talking about an action that's happening right now. Okay, most of you know these as ing verbs. In French, that does not use the verb être. It's simply a part of the regular present tense. So that would be like if you have a sentence like, I am playing. I am playing means that you are playing right this very second. The action is in progress of happening. We have the to be, I am, but then our next verb ends in ing, playing. That means that in French, we're just going to use the verb to play, jouer. We're going to say je joue. We will not use the verb être to explain I am playing. We will only use it for things like I am a student, I am a player, possibly, I am bored today, whatever it is that you're describing. So let's look at the actual verb conjugation. Here are our subject pronouns. Hopefully these are old news to you. We have 6 conjugations, starting with je suis. Je suis. I am. Je suis. Next is tu es. Tu es. You are. Singular and informal. Tu es. Then it's il, elle, on, est. Yes, it's still pronounced a, but please make sure that you understand the spelling difference. Tu es, es. Il est, est. Il est, elle est, on est. He is, she is, one is. In the plural column then, we have nous sommes. Nous sommes. We are. Nous sommes. Vous êtes. Because et begins with a vowel, we have to form a liaison there. Vous êtes. You are. Formal and or plural. Vous êtes. And then ils, elles sont. Ils sont, elles sont. They are. Before we move on to practice sentences, though, we're going to compare être to avoir, because there are 3 of these that are very, very easy to mix up between the 2 verbs. Our first one that we're going to look at is tu. Tu es versus tu as. Tu es, I am, or you are. Tu as, you have. Tu es, you are. Tu as, you have. Very easy to mix these up. It's only 1 letter difference. And it's even more tricky for English speakers because when we hear tu es, we automatically assume that it's the version written with the letter A. But that is an incorrect way of thinking. Do not get sucked into that trap. Tu es, you are, to a, you have. We have a similar issue with il, elle, on. Il est, he is, il a, he has. They sound the same, we just have a spelling difference. The spelling is obviously much easier to differentiate in these two. Okay, but since we have the exact same sounds as to a, to a, il est, il a, the sounds are still easy to mix up. So make sure that you get that pattern straight. The last one is arguably the most hardest. It's the theys. Ils sont and ils ont. Ils sont, ils ont. The only difference is that S in front of the sont versus the ont. However, because of the rule of liaison, and because il ends in an S and O is a vowel, that means that ils sont, they are, we hear the S sound of the sont, but ils ont, they have, we hear the Z sound of the liaison. Ils sont, ils ont. Pay very, very, very close attention when listening or speaking these two verbs. They're very easy to mix up. Ils sont, they are. Ils ont, they have. So let's practice. Let's look at some sentences. So how would you say, I am a girl? Even if you're a boy, let's just practice the sentence. How would you say, I am a girl? The correct sentence is, je suis une fille. Je suis, I am, a girl, une fille. Hopefully you remembered une fille from, I believe it was chapter 2.1. Je suis une fille. I am a girl. How about we are students? The complete sentence is, nous sommes élèves. Nous sommes, we are, élèves, students. However, remember when we pronounce it, élève begins with a vowel, so we'll form a liaison between sommes and élèves. Nous sommes élèves. Let's try, he is a boy. Our sentence is going to be, il est un garçon. Il est, he is, un garçon, a boy. Let's do one last sentence, and let's make it a hard one. We'll do you, formal, are a teacher. Okay, so we're speaking formally. We want to say you are a teacher. And it's important to know for this sentence that in French, when we are discussing what people do for a job, we do not include the article. Okay, so the a or the an isn't going to exist in the French sentence. So in French, you're literally going to translate formal you are teacher. So how will you say you are teacher? The correct answer is vous êtes prof or vous êtes professeur. Either or, it doesn't matter. Vous êtes, you are, speaking formally, and then prof or professeur. We do not need an un in this sentence. Vous êtes un prof is incorrect in French. Vous êtes prof or vous êtes professeur.